G'day everyone, Viv here from Battle Bunker down in Melbourne. I showed a video about Malifaux before. Big 1 hour video, complete video, and a little 20-minute segment from that video that I filmed when I was running Scott through a game. So seeing that video and watching that back, etc., and reading some of the comments, etc., Malifaux is an awesome game and people need to know more about it, and I have to explain it to you better. So I contacted the guys from Malifaux and said, listen, I'm making videos for YouTube and I'm a partner and I need your permission to show your copyrighted material and all that sort of stuff. And they said, go for it. So I thought, yeah, brilliant. The night before last I filmed the first straight off the table day and uploaded it in 19 parts. If anyone's keen to see the whole video, it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Let me know if you want me to upload that. It's in 2 sections, 2 50-minute sections. I had to, I compressed, someone asked me what's happened to the quality of the videos. And no rambles. Let's go with Malifaux. Rambles will be for off the shelf, off the table later on. Right, so after some thinking, I'm actually going to ramble about the book. I'm not Beasts of War, I don't have other people here helping me do this, it's just me editing all this stuff together. If I had Beasts of War and a nice graphics person and all that sort of stuff, I might go to the effort, but for now, you're getting an off the table. So here it is, Malifaux, the rulebook. I really like the rulebook, it's got some awesome artwork in it. I mean, how many rulebooks do you find with a hanging person on the front of it? The theme and the style of this game is so unique. There's the first page of the rulebook. Bad things happen. And it's got a voodoo doll there. Oh, the voodoo dolls suck ass. I hate them so much. It's nothing worse than being attacked by one of your own members because they're being controlled by someone who has the ability to use a voodoo doll. Grrr. The book's nicely put together. It's full colour, full graphics. In terms of its design, I really like it. The colour images, etc. The artwork at the beginning of each section is really fantastic. I mean, I love in the background of this picture, it's got paid in full. Yeah. And the little price tag hanging from an arm and a leg. The book's full of tons of awesome stuff like that. Artworks and images, etc. If for nothing else, other than some cool artwork, which the book has a fair bit of, I think it's pretty good. The layout of the rules I found somewhat difficult to understand until I actually decided to stop reading the rulebook for a rulebook and learning the game like that, and said, okay, I'm going to sit down at the table with a friend, and me and Ty sat down, each with a copy of the book, and we started from the beginning. What happens? And I found that as we went through a game like that with the rulebook like that, after the first game, we had the basics of the rules down, and the next games we pretty much weren't even referring to this, except for a couple of sections that you can see that I've marked with the green post-it notes. So in terms of reading the rules to learn how the game plays, difficult. I had difficulty understanding. As far as learning the game when you've got the rule book there, yeah, no worries. The only problem with the rule book, unfortunately, is that at the moment there is an FAQ and there is a 14-page errata. Most of that errata talks about changes in terminology. For example, ignore was written on a lot of cards before. Ignore has now been changed to immune, and ignore does something else. I'll talk about rules and all that sort of stuff further down the track, but for right now, just a quick review on the rulebook. The rulebook does explain everything in its sections quite well. So when you have it there and you're playing through the first game, you can just flip from one page to the other. It does explain things, obviously, for how they work quite well. There's a whole bunch of fluff story in this book. and I'll do another video on the setting of Malifaux later on. But it has stories in there. It has fluff there. Let me just see if I can find one thing in here. Actually, I'll see if I can find it. I don't remember where it was. Here we go. Downtown. This is the first paragraph from the fluff here that talks about downtown, which is one of the areas of Malifaux. If you're brand new to this game, think Mordheim. If you're brand new to Mordheim, think some other skirmish game based in a fantasy type setting. Anyway, I'll read this paragraph and that'll give you a good idea of the setting. Truth be told, the only segment of the city the Guild is willing to declare completely secure against Malifaux's natural and supernatural predators is a section commonly known as Downtown by its residents. Beginning at Malifaux Station and radiating outward for dozens of blocks, Downtown is bordered to the south by the riverfront, protected by Guild-constructed defences to the north, the industrial zone eastwards, and ending to the west at the border of the slums. Encompassing Guild structures crucial to Malifaux's administration, such as the Governors-General Enclave, the jail, the headquarters, and the Governor-General has taken great pains to ensure the Guild is able to repulse whatever Malifaux would throw at it, at least until evacuations of critical personnel back through the breach are underway. Using materials scavenged locally as well as timber, brick and stone from Earthside, downtown streets and buildings are in excellent repair. The streets are well lit by gas lamp after sundown, providing sundown residents with a nightlife that ends in screams and bloodshed less frequently than a night in, say, the slums. Newly arrived visitors, including convicts and contractors, slated to work locally rather than shipped out to mines or pioneer towns, are given their choice of hotels and eateries. It is the Guild's intention that short-term visitors breachside are treated as many of the creature comforts of homes as can be made available, while permanent visitors are quickly made aware of what they stand to forfeit by causing trouble for the Guild or its agents. Guild guards are a constant presence downtown as well, reinforcing the image of a safe haven in a strange land the Guild strives to project. Despite this safe image, danger still stalks downtown residents. The city's ancient sewer systems, rat warrens and tunnels connects downtown to the riverfront and locales outside the Guild's control. Guild agents prowl these tunnels, seeking out and sealing off any breaches when found. However, even the Guild's patrolling vigilance is not a guarantee that Malifaux's myriad will not at some point get in. Neverborn and resurrectionists stalk downtown's shadowed alleyways and back streets in the deepest part of the night, hunting victims for their ghastly schemes. Fortunately for downtowners, the Guild is always ready to put bullet, blade and spell to work when running afoul of its enemies, and to date, no serious infestation of undead or neverborn has troubled downtown. But who knows if or when that may change. So it gives you a little bit of an idea about what downtown is about, and there's sections in here about slums, etc. Most, if you do a little bit of research on Malifaux, and obviously in the rulebook it's got the section here on terrain, etc. It's a gothic slash steampunk slash Wild West sort of environment. Cobbled stones, gas lamps, Wild West sort of architecture with the gothic overtones of the Neverborn, who are the native inhabitants of the world where Malifaux is situated. I really like it. It goes well with their artwork in the rulebook. There's a lot of fluff in here. In the rulebook, all of the characters that are available for all of the factions are listed. For example, the Neverborn, which I was just talking about, sort of demons and natural inhabitants of Malifaux. And it shows you their stats and their profiles and all that sort of stuff. So if you do want to get into the game, basically all you need is a rulebook. And this is $35 US. And it will give you all of the stats for the characters, etc. And then if you want, you could get coloured blocks of wood out and say, this character is going to be Victoria, this character is going to be Marcus. I have the stat cards here, let's see how the game works. I really enjoy it, guys. I look forward to doing more reviews on it. Until that stage, I hope you enjoy it. Pick up a copy of the rulebook from your local game store. It's a great game. You're going to be seeing a lot more of it from me. Thanks, guys. See ya.